We're all going to miss Amelia, but we're grateful to have this opportunity to be together, both to honor Shabbat and celebrate Shabbat together, and to honor Amelia and all that she has been for us and done for us over so many years. And we're really glad that we have some kids here, kids who are here, and for that matter, grown-ups who are here. Please sing out. You may not remember, you may not have been to a regular in-person service for a while, so you might not remember, but we need your voices, so sing out loud and proud. And we're going to begin to just say how good it is to be together. And by the way, welcome to people on Zoom and live stream. We're so glad to be together. We're going to start out by singing these ancient words, Hine Ma Tov, and please sing along with us before we light our candles.
We have our awesome members of the ARS band who are here. If there are any other ARS friends who want to come up and sing, please come on down. Any other ARS friends, feel free to come on down. We got a microphone here. Don't be shy.
Natalie's coming.
Come on down. Great.
Natalie!
Right here, right here.
Your buddy.
Great to feel it, buddy.
1, 2, here we go.
To the ARS band and friends. Very nice. So we're going to light the candles, and it may be deja vu because we did this at Tot Shabbat, but if you wouldn't mind Amelia and family coming up to light candles with us for this service, thank you so much. At least we're not making you carry your golden swab with you. So the candle lighting blessings are on page 2. And those of you on Zoom, if you want to bring your candles to the screen to light up the Zoom for everybody, please do. Let's bring in that beautiful candlelight, bring it into ourselves so that we can replenish our souls with shalom of Shabbat, and so that ultimately we can bring that back out into the world. Baruch atah Adonai
אותה וצריענו להדליק נר, להדליק נר של
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to the Cochin Newton clan for helping us bring in Shabbat. We're going to continue to bring in Shabbat by welcoming in the Shabbat angels with Shalom Aleichem on page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So I want to share my favorite memory with Amelia tonight, which is when I had the opportunity to perform a backyard wedding for Paul and Amelia in April 2020. And it was the Wild West back then. You guys had planned a beautiful wedding, and of course the world got turned upside down. But your love for each other was so strong, and your desire to be married to each other was so strong, that you were like, let's just do it here with our family in our backyard. And it was such an honor to officiate. And sometimes we get these Shabbats that we can plan for weeks or months, and they can be big and fancy. And sometimes Shabbat just rolls in, and we're coming out of work, and we just have to come to synagogue, grab some challah, and begin to celebrate. But you were so radiant that day, and both of you were so happy. And bringing that memory into tonight, as we sing Lecha Dodi, when we welcome the Shabbat bride, feels like the perfect opportunity. I don't have any pictures to share with everybody, but it was a beautiful day and a beautiful memory. And we welcome our Shabbat bride on page 20. We're going to sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And then on the 9th stanza, we'll turn and we'll greet the Shabbat bride.
Lecha, lecha dodi, לקראת קלה, פני פני שבה נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני פני שבה נקבלה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני פני שבה נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבה נקבלה. שמור וזכור ועיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולתחילה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha. Ki mekor habracha. Mirosh mikedem nesucha. סוף מעשה במחשבה רכילה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5 התעוררי כי באורך ומאורי אורי שדברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לה 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 סגל לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובזולה תוך אמוני ים סגולה בואי קלה בואי קלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ונפני שבת נקבלה.
As we get ready to move into the Ma'ariv service, I want to invite up any of our ARS friends who are here tonight to help lead us in the Baruch. This is a special version that you guys have been singing at ARS Tefillah, but I bet not everybody here knows it. So they could use some help.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
We're going to turn as a community to page 28 for the Baruch,
Play it on piano.
and we're going to rise in body or spirit as we're going to be led
memorize
by
it?
our friends
It's in your
over
binder.
here.
Yeah, it's in the binder. 1, 2, here we Am I awake? Am I
you.
Amazing, friends. Amazing. And wants to keep it going. One more time.
I don't know if I put any of the correct.
It was amazing, amazing. Thank you, friends. All right, you'll be back up. Don't you worry. Don't get too comfortable down there.
Thank you, friends. You guys can have a seat. Everybody's welcome to be seated.
Awesome job.
We're going to sing a song that not everybody here is probably familiar with. It is in honor of the bringing on of evening, which we can feel right now. We're here at the perfect time as the sun sets and the darkness comes in. And you might wonder, how does God transition from light to dark and dark to light? Does God flip a switch? Does God pull the shades? Well, in our tradition, we imagine God rolling in the light and God rolling in the dark. And so the words to this song in Hebrew are Golel or mipnei choshech, rolling light away from dark, v'choshech mipnei or, and darkness away from light. And it's called Roll into Dark, and I think you'll pick it up if you're not familiar with it.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Roll into light, night becomes day. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Day turns to night, roll into dark. Roll into dark, roll into light. Roll into light, night becomes day. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Day turns to night, the Hebrew. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech. Golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into dark light, roll into light night. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark light, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, v'choshech mipnei or, v'choshech mipnei or.
We're going to turn to the Shema on page 34. And anybody from ARS who wants to come back up and help lead us in the Shema, you guys are doing an awesome job tonight. As we prepare to invoke the unity of God, we invite in that divine love, that love that permeates the universe, and that we can feel wherever we are, wherever we go. And we bring that in with us as we say these words, Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Turn to page 36, continuing Shema with V'ahavta. Thank you, friends.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בעם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם.
You guys want to come up one more time for Micha Mocha?
Yeah, we do,
All right.
Rabbi Schaefer.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, in just 1 week from tonight, we'll be celebrating Passover. So this is a more, shall we say, demonstrative version of Micha Mocha, this song our ancestors sang at the sea after the totally amazing, unlikely miracle of that sea parting, and they're being able to cross through out of slavery and into freedom. So we like to sing this special version around Passover.
We're doing that one, Rabbi.
Or not.
I mean,
Let's do it.
Or maybe not. Which one are we doing,
You
Josh?
brought this ball into the game, Rabbi. So it's played. Play ball.
Wow, which ball were we playing with?
Well, I was going to do Nicholas, but
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
Rabbi. You brought it.
Great, let's do it.
Everyone stand on up now. We are standing at the sea. We just escaped from Egypt. Moses said, let my people go. After 10 times, Pharaoh said, oh, fine. And we're standing at the water. Imagine the entire water is open in front of you, the Red Sea. Here we go. We're standing at the sea. Micha Mocha. We're standing at the sea. Micha Mocha. We're standing at the sea. Micha Mocha. Freedom's on our way. Hands in the air for freedom. Freedom, freedom, down low. Freedom, freedom, all around. Freedom, freedom, freedom's on our way. Hands in the air.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
Freedom, freedom, freedom's on our way. We're singing and dancing. We're singing and dancing. Micha Mocha. We're singing and dancing. Micha Mocha. We're singing and dancing. Micha Mocha. Freedom's on our way. Up, down, all around. Freedom, freedom, down low. Freedom, freedom, all around. Freedom, freedom, freedom's on our way. Hands in the air. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Stop! Everyone look behind you. Pharaoh and his army are coming. Let's quicken our pace up. We're coming up behind. Micha Mocha. We're coming up behind. Oi, mate. Micha Mocha. We're coming up behind. Micha Mocha. Freedom's on our way. And we will not be slaves again. So we go. Ready? Everyone go like this and go. Bound no more. Micha Mocha. Bound no more. Yeah. Micha Mocha. Bound no more. Micha Mocha. Freedom's on our way. Hands in the air. Freedom, freedom, down low. Freedom, freedom, all around. Freedom, freedom, freedom's on our way. Hands in the air. Freedom, freedom, down low. Freedom, freedom, all around. Freedom, freedom, freedom's on our way. So Moses takes his staff and puts it in the water. Take your staff in the air, put it in the water. Do some small, medium, large with me. Ready? Here we go like this. The sea sheep parts, michamocha. The sea sheep parts, michamocha. The sea sheep parts, michamocha. Freedom's on our way. So the sea parted. Do you think it's really like nicely paved, Jackson? You wish? Yeah, so did all the other Jews who were marching across it. They're sloshing away. Will you slosh with me as we walking through the water? We're walking through the water. Michamocha. We're walking through the water. Michamocha. We're walking through the water. Michamocha. Freedom's on our way. Oh my goodness, friends, give each other high fives. We made it to the other side. On the other side, Michamocha, we're on the other side. Woo! Michamocha, we're on the other side. Michamocha, freedom's on our way. Let me see the number one. One God, Michamocha. One God, Michamocha. One God, Michamocha. Freedom's on our way. Hands in the air. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. One more time, hands in the air. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Nicely done. I'll travel to the anytime.
Kids and grown-ups all around. I think everyone wanted to do the Michamocha dance, and that's why I intuited that. And
I love it, Rabbi. You don't have to ask me twice, ever.
Isn't that Debbie Friedman?
No, that is actually Ellen Allard.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, if you want to get Debbie Friedman, we can have a Michamocha night.
We should have a Michamocha party sometime because there are so many melodies, and it's so great because it's something that we say actually every day. It's in the daily prayers, but also on Shabbat, and on Passover is the story that these words Michamocha come right from the Torah, and the story of our ancestors being so amazed and so grateful for their freedom. So all of us hopefully can get in touch with that joy of freedom and feeling just awe and wonder. And I think when we put our bodies into it, we can experience it in a whole different way. And I saw it. I saw you adults getting really, really into it. So Yasher Koach to everyone.
And thank God we did it tonight because we actually do not have Shabbat services next Friday night because it's the first night of Passover. So it's very lucky that you remembered and we all have the opportunity to do it tonight. We're going to take the energy level down just a little bit with our lullaby melody, Hashkivenu, which can be found on page 42. And I want to invite people to just bring to mind all the inhabitants of the land of Israel. This is a prayer that not only asks for peace for us at night, but asks God to spread a shelter of peace over that land and our people, and to invite protection for all of them. Hopefully it is a safe night and a safe week and a safe holiday in that land. And we're going to join together, starting at the top of the page for Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrei nu l'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrei nu l'chaim. And now we go down to the indented lines. Ushma tzenu uvoenu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomrei nu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Aleinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. We're going to sing the third line down, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. God, spread over us, please, the shelter of your peace. And we're going to sing the last three lines. Blessed are you, the one who spreads peace over us and over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. But I really believe that when we pray that peace be upon us, that we're really also reminding ourselves that we must be makers of peace. And so when we think about Ufros aleinu, a canopy above us, perhaps we can imagine just being held and embraced in a beautiful canopy that is woven of all of the love, all of the relationships that we have, the ways that we are bound to each other. And when we remember how connected we are to everyone who dwells on earth, then we can act in the world as makers of this canopy of peace. We are God's partner in making this canopy of peace. God can't make it or spread it over us without us. So take this as a reminder as well as a plea, a prayer, and we'll sing three lines down and then the final three lines on page 42. Ufros aleinu Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Turn to page 46 and we rise for the Amidah. Josh is going to help us open our hearts and our souls as we sing together this first line. And Rabbi Berkman will lead us in the opening three blessings. And we'll take a few moments for our own private prayers before we join together for a prayer for peace.
Svatai Chipta Anananananana Ufi Agi Jeilatecha Anananananana Na svatai chita na ufi agi teilatecha anananananana Adonai ananananana svatai chita
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We continue individually, starting on page 54, or the words in your heart. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו
Tonight we take the opportunity to offer a prayer of healing for those who need healing of body and of mind and of spirit. If you're on Zoom and you want to share those names to be read out loud, please type them into the chat. And if you're here with us in the room and you'd like to share the names of your friends, loved ones, community members who you're saying a Misha Berach for, please rise and share their name with us tonight. Spence? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
And Aaron Ladrigan and Ken Waller, Lynn Brokel, Jan Rubenstein, and Karen, it's good to see you, Karen Weber, Esther Tzvia Bat Nechama. As a community, we are also praying for Naomi Fisher, Naomi Bat Zipporah Yosef, John Symington, Maya Norton and family, Stacy Kohler, Linda Hoffman, Leah Bat Kayla, Mandy Cohen, Harvey Solomon, Chaim Mesh, Dalia Bat Miriam, Dina Rachel Bat Arya Bat Galia, Chayil Lima Bat Chaim Chia Vasilia Ruchel, Jeffrey Colt, Yosef Ben Herschel Verut, Glenna Bub. I want to mention the at least 15 people who were injured yesterday in the terror attack in the heart of Tel Aviv on Dizengoff. The many, many, many people who have been wounded in recent days and weeks in Ukraine. Liesel, Alan, Paul, Susan.
For all those mentioned and all those on our hearts and mind, we turn together to page 253.
Mi sheberach ki avotenu mekor habracha lahimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Pray for refuah shlema, a complete and speedy recovery. It's my pleasure to invite up our executive director, Sherry Cherwin, and the head of our ARS Religious School, Amy Deutsch, to join us on the bima.
So we have some words about our friend Amelia. Amelia, I'm really happy you're here tonight. Maybe that seems a bit funny to some of you, but Amelia does not love being the center of attention. Having us up here talking to her now in front of all of you is not her favorite. But thank you for coming so we could have a little time to thank you, to embarrass you a tiny bit, and to tell you and your loved ones how very much we love you. But first, we have a song for you, our dear friend Amelia, because how could we let you go without a song? Staff.
Payback. Some want to turn the page. Where it began.
We can't begin to know it, but then we know it's been so long. It was third grade, now you are almost 30, and here we are singing this song. Amelia, we love you. We'll miss you,
But you'll be
our greatness. Sweet Amelia, ba ba ba.
You have made our lives so good.
So good, so good, so good. You gave your all, ba ba ba.
Just like we always knew you would. Remember,
COVID began. Nobody could make a plan, but you were sure of all the rules. You created a guide
to keep
all of us going. Masks and sanitizer for our schools. Test, nasal swabs, PCR, isolate, test and stay.
Everybody!
Sweet Amelia,
Swab, swab, swab. You have made our lives so good.
so good, so good, so good. You gave your all, ba, 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 like we always knew you would. You are the one who always has the answers, no matter what our questions are. And you are kind, all of the children love you. You will be missed by all the kids. Amelia, we love you. We'll miss you.
This is
Your home, come back soon. Sweet Amelia, swab, swab, swab. You have made our lives so good. You gave your all, ba, 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 like we always knew you would.
Amelia.
Thank you, everybody. They say that eventually the student becomes the teacher. Well, Amelia, you have taught me so much. You're a fierce advocate for children. When you speak, the children listen and learn. You seem to innately understand when a preschooler needs a hug or when you must set limits. Parents always appreciate and trust you, and you also know when they need a hug or some limits. You're a master teacher and have created an amazing atmosphere where people like coming to work. The teachers and your office colleagues admire and respect you. You have nurtured our amazing team of educators, and many have shared how you have made them better teachers, communicators, and collaborators. Amelia, you notice everything. A child's new shoes, a fresh boo-boo, and every car that's allowed to park in our lot. I can't tell you how many times a day someone says, "Let's ask Amelia," or "We need Amelia to help us think this through." Amy will share more later about your innumerable contributions, but suffice it to say, you work to get the job done, no matter how much time or effort it takes. You've showed me how to stay calm under pressure, to send a proper text, and to use the Oxford comma. You have amazing attention to detail, which really comes in handy when I need someone to edit my newsletter article, or when there's something important to remember. We simply would not have survived the pandemic without you. More on that later. Amelia, it has been my honor and privilege to work with you day in and day out. I'm grateful for your partnership, your yang to my yang. Your vision and your hard work have made TCE the extraordinary school that it is today. In 2010, 12 years ago, as Amelia was graduating from high school, I shared the following at our ARS graduation. Tonight's honoree has been a dedicated teaching assistant and office maven since entering our high school program in 8th grade. Over the years, she has spent countless weekends with us in Penn Spiro Hall, helping out at the Shulins, youth group events, and wherever she is needed. The student has a knack for seeking out the child who needs her the most in any situation and makes sure that each child feels nurtured, safe, and secure, including my own. A few weeks ago, she stopped me in the hallway as she was giving out snack to point out a child that she noticed needed a little bit of personal attention. Of course, she was right. The child was having a very tough day, and it was made better because of Amelia's caring. She is here what seems to be all the time, and sometimes we wonder if she ever leaves or go to school. The student is the perfect recipient of the Spiro Award because she embodies all that the Spiros have taught us about the importance of community and what we wish each ARS student to strive to become. I'm so proud to thank and recognize Amelia Cochin at the time and her many contributions. Well, Amelia, it seems that you have not changed at all, but know that you have truly changed all of our lives.
We'll see if this works. Oh, it does. I remember when I first came to be the director of ARS, I did an exercise with the teachers where I asked them to picture their best educational moment as a learner. I expected, based on the awful reviews that so many people give Hebrew school, that none of those moments would be in a Jewish setting. But Amelia's moment was in a Jewish setting. It was here, at TOS, with Kate Monge as her teacher. It was Amelia's moment of realizing that maybe she too could someday become a teacher. And for me, that was the moment when I realized I'd stumbled into a place that was pretty special. In that first year, I also did teacher observations. I remember going into Amelia's classroom and being so impressed. The kindergartners loved Amelia, and every year they still love Amelia, right? Right? Right. Yeah. Amelia divided the day into sections with circle time and choice time and art projects and baking activities. The children knew the rules and they felt safe because of it. Amelia is the kind of teacher who knows how to teach deep in her soul. Her instincts are spot on, whether she's helping children navigate a conflict or supporting other teachers. But Amelia is also an incredible colleague. She's detail-oriented and thorough. Whenever she's in charge of something, we know it will be great because she doesn't miss anything. She's the best at a shulin because she always knows exactly how many children there are, all of their names, their parents' names, their allergies, and what else they might need to make them feel like TOS is as safe and comfortable as their own homes. She's an advocate for our kids, knowing how to support them, get them what they need to be the best version of themselves. She's a wonderful thought partner who always helps us to figure out not only what we should do, but how we should do it. Everything from managing a pandemic to getting kids on a bus. Amelia gets systems in a way that not many people do, and she's able to create and implement them so that they make everything better. Amelia, you're the person, who makes everything better here because of your deep caring for children, your deep knowledge of their needs, your deep history at Temple Ohabei Shalom, and your true love of the work that you do. But luckily, making everything better is also a characteristic of nurses, so we'll let you go. We'll miss you like crazy. We'll try not to text you daily with our questions, but no promises. Thank you for all you do. You're truly the best.
Some of you may have heard this earlier, but it's a tradition at Ohabei Shalom to give out a special award at the end of the school year. We call it the Golden Award, and the award is different every year. One year it was a golden sleeping bag for an amazing member of our youth team, or another it was the golden guitar for a music teacher who moved to California. This year we have a Golden Award for Amelia. To say that the past 25 months have been the most difficult for TCE, well, for the world, would be an understatement. Suffice it to say that COVID presented a myriad of challenges, and and Amelia sterilized, analyzed, and organized our way through the pandemic. For over a year, we have been COVID testing all of the children, teachers, and staff, a total of 160 people for each round of testing, and for several weeks, multiple tests a week, and close to 250 tests on Tuesdays. Amelia made the process simple and fun. If I've done the math correctly, so far, Amelia has performed more than 20,000 nose tickles. Wow. No, where is it?
There's one that is, there's two.
There's two.
I'm gonna get the big one.
Okay. With much appreciation, we present Amelia with the Golden Nasal Swab, an award that will truly go down in infamy. There's two. Cassie.
The what? Oh, where is it? This one?
The bridge. Amelia, there's one thing that we do here at TOS that you have not done yet.
You might need to put your things down and come up here.
Yeah.
We need you, sorry.
Each year,
can hold.
on the last day of school, our oldest TC children cross the bridge to symbolize their next steps they're taking on their Jewish journey. Amelia, we hope that you always remember that this bridge leads here back to your home. Whenever you want to come and visit, you can always come back over the bridge, especially before Shabbat or Hebrew school on Tuesdays. Amelia, remember what we have taught all of the children at TCEE. Be a good friend, take care of yourself, each other, and make the world a better place. Always, always look for ways to include everyone, be a helper, and be a good neighbor and friend. Remember, the world is yours. Be curious and discover everything. And I believe now Rabbi Berkman has a song and some blessing. Come on over.
All right, Amelia, you're almost done being in the spotlight, I promise, but I'm really glad you got to cross the bridge because I feel like we always emphasize, and some of you here, many of you have crossed that bridge, and you know we always say, you're crossing that bridge to your next part of your journey, but you know that you always have a home here. And so I thought that we would bless you tonight with a song based on God saying to Abraham, go. And Debbie Friedman turned it into a song, Lechi Lach, go forth. And Amelia, it's so amazing how when you shared with all of us what your next step was, it was just so amazing that it's so perfect for you and that it's just a choice that clearly comes from such a deep and true part of yourself, and you're going to be an incredible blessing to the world as a nurse, as you've been an incredible blessing to the world here and for us. So we want to bless you with this song, Lechi Lach, and if you know it, please join in or just hum along or yai-da-dai along. Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the
לשמחת חיים, לתהילה. And you shall be a blessing 3 times.
And you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. Lechila. Amelia, may you go l'simchat chayim, to joy in life. And we can't wait to see this next part of your journey unfold. We're so proud of you. And we can't wait to have you visit and stay connected to you. We're not letting you out of our lives.
Amelia, I also wanted to honor you by singing a song, but that was vetoed, so. But we are going to move to the conclusion of our service and turn to Elenu on page 282. And I invite you to rise in body or spirit and join me at the top of the page.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגופי מרומים, ובאלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We're welcome to be seated.
At this time, we have the opportunity to remember those we have loved who are no longer with us in this world. Whether we are observing yahrzeit, an anniversary of a death of a loved one, or in a period of mourning, if you'd like to share the name of those you are remembering tonight, either on Zoom, in the chat, or here in the room, if anyone is reciting Kaddish tonight and you'd like to indicate that, I'll call on you and you can share their name. Spence? Their memories be a blessing. Their memory be a blessing. May their memories be a blessing. Those in our community are remembering Larry Green's grandfather, Morris Burson, Esther's beloved friend, Marjorie Byers, and all those who have died in Ukraine. I also want to mention the names of the 2 who were killed in Tel Aviv in yesterday's terror attack, Tomer Morad and Eitam Magini, who were childhood friends from Kfar Saba. Mourner's Kaddish is on 294. If it is your custom to rise, or if you are reciting Kaddish, please do so. And I also want to add the name here, Jean Bemler Ladrigan. Oh, and we are also thinking, just one more name to add, of the mother of Betsy Jacobs, Elizabeth Schofield. We're thinking of Betsy and of Eddie, of Sam, Laura, and Zach, Elizabeth's grandchildren, as they mourn for Elizabeth. Page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Amen. Yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael v'agala uv'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehe shmei rabba mevorach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
You're welcome to be seated.
Mark, would you like to come up and say hi as president? Mark Gale here? Can't tell. Okay. Well, we have a nice group here. I thought I'd invite Mark to say hi before we give a few announcements. That's okay. Yeah, the acoustics are terrible. Anyway.
Down goes the mic. It's Rabbi Schaefer height mic.
Otherwise, we can.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. Amelia, congratulations on your new position. We're sad to see you go, but thank you so much for everything you've done. And don't be a stranger. Come back and visit. Okay, so we have a Simcha shout-out. Honey and Ken Sachs are delighted to announce the birth of their newest grandson, Zachary Peter Klein, born March 23rd. Happy big sisters Jocelyn, Alexa, and tired but thrilled parents are Kathleen and Jamie Klein. Mazel tov. Saturday, April 9th, 10:30, Shabbat morning services, TOS and Shir Hadash. All are welcome in person or Zoom. Thursday, April 14th, 9 a.m., Torah for the Heart and Mind, a class with Rabbi Berkman on Zoom. And in observance of Passover, next week there are no Shabbat services, and the TOS office will be closed Friday, April 15th and Monday, April 18th. Yizkor services are Friday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. Please take a Haggadah supplement as you leave tonight or come in to TOS next week to pick up a copy. Also, there's a Passover playlist along with other Passover information on our website.
Thanks, Mark.
This is a tall microphone. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank
It's not
you.
easy finding one. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Thank you. And I just want to add, thank you to all of our staff. This was our first Shabbat B'Yachad, where we were back in the building. We were doing Tat Shabbat, dinner, services. It really takes everybody, and we're so grateful for all the work that everybody did to make it happen. And it also is a great dress rehearsal, because in 1 month, we're welcoming an incredible community, singing community from Israel, Nava Tehillah. And if you want to see this place rock, make sure you reserve that date, May 6th. They are incredible, and we're excited to be together for that and to have food. So it's a really exciting moment for us to look forward to. We're going to conclude tonight with Oseh Shalom, and you guys come back up. You guys have been rock stars, and help everybody learn this melody. It may not be familiar.
Got the hand motions down?
Help bring a little bit more peace into this world.
Better? May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Sing it out. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace. Two more times. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. May Roma count to 4, y'all. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Huya say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Huya say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Huya say shalom aleinu. Yes, say shalom. Yes, say shalom. Put your hands together now. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Yes, say shalom. Yes, say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. One more time, all the way through. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Say shalom aleinu. Yes, oh, say shalom bimroma. Say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Say shalom aleinu. Say shalom. Say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Say shalom. Say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Say shalom. Put your hands together. Say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Say shalom. Say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol haolam.
Special thank you to Kayla, Hannah, and Jack, and Jackson and Sarah. You guys were amazing tonight. For you and everybody on your way out, make sure to grab a dessert and have a little bit of sweetness this Shabbat. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Amelia, for giving us an excuse to get together and to honor you.
And to make a golden swab. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Hannah. Y'all are awesome.
Cupcakes! That's what I have.
Thank you, Desi, in the back for running our tech. Woo woo!
Oh, Desi. And Andy.
Andy, I know Andy like freaks out.